I picked up the wrong thing. And this will make a sweeter biscuit. And see, I'm not measuring. I just want it nice. Good. I'd say 3/4 of a 5-pound bag.
That's a lot of flour, Mom.
We're just making a little well right in there, right in the middle. You want a nice pan. You're just gonna reach in here and grease your pan. So your biscuits don't stick. Now here's the fun part. There's no measurement. That's probably 3 good tablespoons, I would say, if you wanted to measure. But see, I've covered from the tips to here with a good thick mound. And that goes right there. Squishing the Crisco into it. Kind of like if you were making a pie dough. And now we start incorporating milk. And see, we're still in our little hole there, a little well. And we just, sorry about the clanking, it's my bracelet. Now I'm going to set the milk down and I'm going to start incorporating a little deeper down with my finger to bring some more flour into it. And I'm going round and around, and then I start pulling, turning my bowl as well. And you see what I'm doing there? And I'm looking for a texture. Now, I'm feeling mostly for texture in here.
Looks
Now I'm
like
going to
goo.
add, yeah, it looks like goo. I'm adding more milk, and my bottom finger is pulling more flour off the bottom of the well up into the mixture itself. Now let's look at it. We're going to get that feel. And here we go again. We're pulling in more flour from the bottom. We're just stirring this little thing around and around. Round and around. It's kind of like kneading the dough. Put a little bit more milk. We want a wet batter. And see, I'm pulling with my finger. I'm pulling flour and milk in together. But mostly, see how it's all incorporated now? Got a nice little round there. And if you'll look inside here, it's kind of a wet dough, but you see where I'm pulling flour in? That's okay. We're still incorporating. We got this a little bit more in here, and we're going to finish this, adding this in, and I'm just pulling him in, adding flour off the bottom. See how I've made my well nice and big? Now, it's where I want it. I feel it. It's a good tacky dough, but a wet dough. Now, I want to just clean the... I'm going to sprinkle some flour from the top. And now, I'm really incorporating just some flour on it so it's not going to stick as I roll. Now here, I'm going to get my fingers and my other hand. This is my rolling hand here. And I'm just going to pinched off a nice little circle. And I'm going to cup this hand, and I'm going to roll and roll. And I give a slight pressure. And look at it. See, it's not quite there, so I'm just going to touch that to the flour and roll it again right there. Now he's smooth. And I'm just going to put him right here in the middle and press him just a little bit with 2 fingers. And I'll pinch off another little bit. And I don't make a big biscuit. Your grandmother used to make big biscuits. My hands and her hands just don't match. And see, I'm still cupping, and I'm going round and around.
That makes it crispy on the bottom.
Well, if you wanted a crispy edge all the way around your biscuits, instead of having them touch, you would separate them out so they would all brown on the edge around. And I'm still just cupping, and see it's a little sticky right there, so I'm just going to put him in the flour and put him right there in my hand and continue to roll. And now he's put a little pressure there, and he'll get smoother, and that's okay. That'll be on the bottom, and there we go.
That's it?
That's it for biscuits, and that's a good amount. And now this right here, if you wanted to make more, all you got to do is repeat the process right here, and that's usually what I do. Otherwise, just sift this back out and put it back in your container. And more, I just have my little well.
How much time do they go?
15 minutes, and then I check them. And your granddaddy always said ignore them for 3 to 5 more minutes, and then they'll really get right.
Oh, they're hard.
They're not hard, because they're going to be perfect inside and moist.
Perfect and moist inside? That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking
Who
about.
made those?
That would be you. But see, that's what your dad likes.
That's what
Is
I'm
that
talking about.
crunchy goodness on top.
Crunchy
This one,
goodness.
I would go after, because I like the little ones. But yeah, those will be fine. And see, every morning that last 6-8 months, every morning.